Time's up. Let's do this.
Hello. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Babael here, joining me is Katips. We're going to bring you a game between torpe51 as well as Chalk. And this is the 5th round of the Swiss tournament for this series, also known as the BlizzCon Community Qualifier for Philippines. And I'm really excited because we have seen a pretty good variety of games today. So I'm going into game real soon. And that's it. I hope everyone's experience so far has been pretty decent. Chalk's gonna be on the on the bottom half of this ball as a warrior, and torpe51 is gonna be on the top half as the hunter.
Yep. So Chalk is gonna open up with control warrior. It looks like, or it could actually be a mid-range warrior. There have been cases where it's not completely a control warrior. You're kind of gonna want to get some tempo. You need still have the efficient removals of control warrior, but a little bit faster. So we might see that now. Torpe is playing one of the newer hunter decks using Undertaker, potentially using Mad Scientist. Okay, here it comes right now. Mad Scientist is gonna draw. It's a new deck popularized by the new meta with Mad Scientist and synergizing well with traps. So let's see if Chalk is able to deal with this new kind of deck now.
Yeah, pretty exciting to see Mad Scientist, because that means that it will draw out free secrets for Torpe there. So Torpe's not going to have to worry about that. He's also going to flare first. So flare is going to draw a card for him, and that's going to be Freezing Trap. I have a question though. What if Mad Scientist dies but you don't have a secret left in your deck?
Then it's not going to pull anything out, I believe. I haven't actually seen it happen, but I believe that's what's going to happen. So Torpe is gonna fish out one of his secrets now. It's gonna give him, there we go, a secret right now. So he still has some options to play. He's gonna play a second Mad Scientist right now, and that's gonna be the end of turn.
Alright, so we need to wait for him to go mouse over the secret to see what kind of a secret that is. But here comes the Armor Smith, and it is a snipe. So he runs snipe, wow! And that's perfect, because there goes the Armor Smith.
Exactly 4 health for that Armor Smith. It's gonna take it out quite neatly, and Mad Science is still in play, still able to pull out more secrets for Torpe. And Chalk is now gonna go into turn 5. Possibly his only play is gonna be Azure Drake. What if? Okay, here comes another secret from Torpe. Did you see what secret that he played?
Freezing Trap. That's right.
Freezing
so
Trap. Okay.
Azure Drake's not gonna get sniped. He is not gonna paint in on RNG. But here comes the Inner Rage, and that's gonna kill off the Mad Scientist with another secret there being ashed on. So
we know it's not Freezing Trap, so it's potentially Explosive Trap and another snipe. Yeah,
it's snipe again. Here comes the Eaglehorn Bow, and that's gonna be, well, this bow is just gonna get charged up so fast.
Yeah, that's right. So that's potentially 2 charges on the Eaglehorn Bow from the 2 traps. One of them brought in by Mad Scientist. New Hunter meta using Mad Scientist, applying a bit of science, getting a bit more value from the secrets. And here are 2 of those secrets in play right now. So one of them will not be activated. Ah, interesting. So that could be Snake Trap, actually.
No, it's actually Snipe again.
Oh, well, there you go. There goes another Snipe. That's going to add another charge to Eaglehorn Bow, bringing it up to 9 potential damage.
Oh, oh my god, he's getting all the secrets he needs right now. He gets Explosive Trap as well. And that is really just going to kill the 4-2. And
Rexar, my goodness, getting all of his secrets, writing them down.
Oh, but he needs to be careful. He plays Explosive first before freezing. This could be a mistake.
Isn't that gonna trigger both of them though?
Yes, it's gonna trigger both of them, so it's gonna nullify. And it's a mistake. You should. Oh god.
Okay,
oh wait, actually no. Explosive Trap triggers first, which is good. You're right. Okay.
Okay, so that's gonna save the Freezing Trap.
Yes, he will, because he plays Explosive first. But if you play in the other order, if you play Freezing first, then Explosive Trap will get triggered, if I'm not wrong.
Here comes Freezing Trap now. And bye-bye, Cochran. You're going back to the hand to live to charge another day. And that is now 4 charges on Eaglehorn Bow. That's gonna be potentially huge value for Torpe in going into the mid-game. Able to stop Azure Drakes, able to stop Cochran Elites. And he is now going to go for face. Let's point out the fact Chalk is now down to 11 health. Here comes Scar now. Savannah High Main 6-5. No, not quite efficient enough removals to get rid of him. He doesn't have the shield power to slam it. He does have execute, so he can choose to run the 1/1 into the 6/5 and execute it and drop out the 2/2s. The two 2/2s from the hyenas, but let's see what he chooses to play now. Corcoran Elite now costing 6 from that freezing trap, and he's gonna be able to draw off of the. Oh, he can silence into execute. I think I like that.
Yeah, but it's clear right now that unless Chalk gets something like, you can say the shield block or even more armor, he effectively is looking to be in a very bad shape right now.
Yep. So Torpe can actually sit back, keep going for the face, and then keep using hero power. And unless Chalk draws into some defense, he does have Kermesh able to be played next turn. Unless he can do 26 damage or put up some sort of taunt or put up some sort of armor, draw into some sort of armor, he's in a bit of trouble. He's also is a little bit too low right now at potentially 6 if he once he attacks with the bow.
Yeah.
Okay, he's just gonna go straight for it.
Okay, unless he gets a taunt, his hero power is only just gonna negate that of the hero power from torpe51, and Chalk might just be in a really bad shape here. Lower Thab is not gonna do much. That last card, it could be, I don't know, he's thinking if it could be Kill Command. If it's Kill Command, Lower Thab here might just do the trick, because that is gonna be 8 cost. But even if it is, really, I think it's not a big a deal, because you can kill the web spinner here.
King
so
Crush.
he's just gonna armor up.
Please be King Crush. Is it King
Is it?
Crush?
No, I'm waiting for it. It's still coming. No, it's not. It's Silverback Patriarch.
That would have been awesome, finishing it with King Crush.
One of the most irritating, pathetic cards ever. Silverback Patriarch. Come on. And here comes the second web spinner. He's just gonna go for face. He doesn't care. He's like, I have enough to take you down here, so why should I care? I'm at 19 health, and I have a taunt, so that makes me king. Right?
So, is there a way for Chalk right now to activate Gramash? Because Armor Smith is not gonna cut it. Maybe he can draw something.
It might
it's not
just
gonna be
save him.
enough.
It might just save him. Armor Smith might just save him. Armor Smith here effectively means you can kill Silverback, and that means you're gonna get 1 armor. And with the 5/5 knock off the web spinner, that's 2 armor. He's back at 5 health. Armor up, that's 7. Even if Tope goes all in at a point in time, he can only deal 5 damage, so he will have the miraculous 2 health to work with, to live for another day. Yeah, but of course you should draw first before you think about anything else. You should always draw first. It's a prerequisite there.
Yep. I think he should cast the 7 already just to get it out of the way.
If he draws with Azudrake, he cannot play Grommash though. So he's doing the math here. He knows he doesn't have lethal here. He has only 13 damage, and he's gonna get armor. As many armor as possible. He's gonna play the Corcoran Elite to deal for, I think, a total of 9 damage. I don't like that, because that's one expensive Corcoran Elite. I don't like expensive stuff.
Yep, he could have drawn. Maybe he could have drawn first and see what that option was, but I think he's very well aware of the fact that his health is in the danger zone.
Okay, now you pray. No top deck for Toppy. What's he gonna get? He gets Starving Buzzard, so that means he can draw more card. And
Okay.
Toppy realizes that he's out of range here.
He's gonna go for face. Is he gonna go Buzzard into?
He does have 1 more Eagle Horn Bow though, so somehow, but the thing is he needs to get a taunt, or he needs to end his turn, or he's dead. It's as simple as that. He's gonna play the Stampede Coda. There's only 1 out, and that is the kill command. That's again, he gets Explosive Trap. Oh my god!
What? What today?
No, here is he cannot play Explosive Trap. He doesn't have the mana for that. So yes, it's done. Oh my god! Even if he does play Explosive Trap, will Chalk armor up before the Explosive Trap? That's the question there. You know, he might just armor up. He might just survive.
boy.
And he might still be game.
1 mana away. It has been the story today. Top decks, RNG, and just almost there. People almost beating their opponents. And wow, that did not work out well for Torpe at all. He had the game control the entire match. Unfortunately, 1 mana short to prevent a walk over into his yard, taking away all of his stuff, killing all of his pets. And Chalk is gonna walk away with that win, and he's gonna stick with Warrior. Now Torpe has to change from Hunter. I feel a little bit bad about that. He had control the entire game, only to drop it at the very last moment from 1 mana. Oh gosh, that would have been an epic top deck. Unfortunately, just not enough mana for it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy there. even if he had enough mana, there's still a way the warrior can actually avoid that, and that's by hero powering first. It would look pretty suspicious to me if it's like, yeah, that's gotta have to be exclusive trap. We're just gonna hero power first. So it's like, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day there. It's only the fact that he didn't have the kill command. If he had a kill command, it would have been Kim. It was a pretty good run there for the Hunter though. So now Chalk still gonna be playing the warrior, and Torpe, which is gonna take the top half of this board, he's gonna be playing as the warlock. So warlock against warrior.
Yep. So Chalk is not playing a completely control warrior similar to our last set. Torpe, is he looking? Okay, it's gonna be a zoo. So it's going to be a bit of a race now towards the mid game. Who can put out more minions? Who can control the board better? And Chalk is going to start it off with Cruel Taskmaster for that Leopard Gnome just to put a 2/2 body on the board. So Torpe's turn now, turn 2. He has a few options in Zoo. He can possibly play a Nerubian Egg. He can possibly, let's see what he plays.
He's going to go double Void Walker here.
Double Void Walker, not a bad play. But
Yep.
Fiery War Axe in the hand of Chalk. Golden Fiery War Axe is going to take out one of those Void Walkers right now, and still going to allow him to. Let's see if he's going to tap or just going to go for the other Void Walker. Okay, he's just going to pass.
Okay,
All right.
he's just going to pass. Alright, so now back to Torpe. Torpe gets Doomguard. A little too early.
So a little too early. Generally, when you get Doomguard, you'd already emptied your hand, so you don't get the drawback of the discard. So he's just going to play Haunted Creeper right now for this turn.
Oh,
Chalk.
gosh.
Well, okay. So Cruel Taskmaster into attack with his other Taskmaster can take out the Void Walker, maybe save the other charge. Okay, he's not going to go for the charge. Just going to go 2 damage straight for the face of Torpe. Torpe now left with just a Haunted Creeper, Doomguard in hand. He's going to tap.
It's not looking good so far for Torpe. He does have Loathap as well as a Harvest Golem, but both of which are a little slow. And, you know, Loathap's really not going to do much against Chalk.
Yep, that's right. So not very many spells in this version of Warrior that Chalk is playing.
He's going to silence and deny the Nerubian.
Okay, there goes the deny for the Nerubian Egg. No Nerubian for you. Okay, thinks about it. He's still thinking about it.
Yeah, he wants to draw first, which is good. Okay, so he's thinking straight. That's good. That's fantastic. I like that. So he's drawing one card, a Zudrake, and he's going to deny that. He's also not going to bother killing it off, just going to go for the face here. The Warlock doesn't really have much mechanic now to solve the silence, and effectively, I'm just thinking that there is a huge chance that Torpe might just go YOLO Doomguard. Like, you know what? I'm done. Doomguard, that's it. Doom.
How do you feel about Doomguard given the hand of Chalk right now? He still has removal with Taskmaster. He still has Azure Drake. Corcoran Elite can even be a small fireball himself.
Well, clearly the right play here is to play the Harvest Golem because you want to slowly snowball the control. You want to have more value minions there. Flame Imp is going to deal some damage, but still okay. Doomguard really is just my way of saying, you know what, I'm frustrated with my draw and I hate my draw and I don't want to play this anymore. So yeah.
Yep. So Torpe is still trying to put some sort of presence on the board. He is not going to have as much tougher minions on his side than Chalk. Chalk, of course, has the option to draw more with his Azure Drake. He can choose to Taskmaster something. He can choose to Corcoran Elite something. But I think Golem, similar to Torpe, is going to be the more efficient play. Harvest Golem, of course, very good value for 3 mana, 2/3 with a 2/1 to follow. Taskmaster not going to be able to kill anything just yet. So maybe he can also draw using his Acolyte of Pain.
Yeah, well, he definitely should draw using Acolyte of Pain. The real question is, how are you going to do that? So here comes the Crow Taskmaster. That's going to help draw one card as well as buff it up a little bit so he can pick off the Harvest Golem. I like that play a lot. At least he makes sure that, and he gets a Fire War Axe. So wow, huge value. Fire War Axe will kill the Flame Imp.
Yep. So you can choose not to play Harvest Golem this turn. Just going to go for Fiery War Axe. Take care of the Flame Imp. And let's see
or
if
he can use the 2/2 to
board.
kill that. He can actually use the 2/2 to kill that. The Flame Imp. And reduce the amount of damage he has got to take there. So yep, that's going to be his play. And the 4/3 will still go for face. So he still has got a mid-sized minion at a 4/3 Spellbreaker. And what can Torpe do here?
So Torpe not having very good board control at the moment. 3 cards left. And Haunted Creeper that's not activated. 4-3 and 2-2. He's going to take 3 more damage from the Flame Imp. And unless he puts up some sort of defense, it's going to be over in the next few turns. Chalk still has Black Knight as a tech card. He has Loatheb as a tech card. Doomguard left in the hand of Torpe, but 20 health is still a little far off for Chalk. Chalk is going to choose to play Harvest Golem, it looks like. I think double Harvest Golem would be good. He can start clearing out the minions of Torpe. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, well, that effectively doesn't solve the problem of Loatheb. He still needs to consider taking 5 damage there, unless he wants to ignore Loatheb, which by all means is still okay. He's going for face here. The Warlock is dangerously low, down to just about 12 health, 8 right now. What can Torpe do to survive here? Okay, he's got Doomguard, but I don't think it's enough.
Okay, so he has Corcoran Elite. He has 2 chargers in a row for the next 2 turns. And 8 health with Torpe is very, very low, actually. Okay. And 17 still a fair ways off for Chalk to take him down.
I think it's game. It's game because Corcoran Elite effectively will do 4 damage. And Chalk kind of figured that out. That's why he played double Harvest Golem. Even if you can trade everything, even if you brawl here, he's going to have 4 damage in the form of 2 damage bots there. And with Corcoran Elite next turn, it's game. That's why he played the Harvest Golem. It's all premeditated. This is murder.
Yep, premeditated murder. So even a Hellfire or a Shadow Flame is not going to help Torpe. As he said, damage golems can still come into play, and Corcoran Elite is coming next turn, and Gromash is coming in the turn after that. It looks like as Chalk is just going to charge his way out of this game and just claim it to take the series from Torpe. Chalk is at match point in this game.
Yeah. Well, maybe now with the new Wall of the Draenor kind of expansion pack, they should change Garrosh card a little bit just so he doesn't have those red eyes.
Yeah. No red eyes, no shoulder pads, a little calmer. You know,
looking red as well.
Looking kind of like Thrall a little bit.
Are they of the same skin color?
Well, Gromash is still a Nagrand. He is the son of
supposed to be red, right?
He is still brown. He is a brown orc. He is from Nagrand. He is from the old
Draenor. I mean Garrosh. No, I mean Gromash. Gromash is green in this card. He's green. It's not supposed to be green. He needs to be red right now. So anyway, enough about the debate. It seems like Chalk's going to win this clean 2-0. And Torpe, unfortunately, just going to drop here for 1 game. He's still not out because this is actually a pretty high-level game. And they are, so far, let's just check at the score. Torpe is 4-0. Chalk is 4-0. Amongst a few 4-0s that's still left in this tournament. And do note, this is only the first phase, so we will still have a second phase the moment we have identified top 8, and that's where, you know, the action gets really, really exciting. But for now, we're just gonna show you guys the brackets a little bit, and we'll see how far we can go with that. Let me try and create a new scene here for a while.
Yep, so we're going into the last round of our Swiss rounds before we go into the single elimination top 8 bracket. So we are down to our last round of Swiss, and we still have some undefeated people. I mean, Torpe is going to take a hit with 1 loss, losing to Chalk, who is going to go 5-0. Chalk is currently undefeated right now. So let's see if Carnage and Akis and Carnage and Akis still have the potential to be 5-0 also.
Okay, perfect. I'm actually going to show you guys the brackets right now while we run through a bit of a meat break here. And effectively, this is how it looks like right now. As you can see, this is this is my computer. So what we have here is that we have round 5 that's going on right now as we speak, and of which we have 4. The scores are getting updated right now. So we've got Carnage, Akis, Chalk, and Torpe 4-0. Of course, Torpe just lost there, so Chalk is going into the last series 5-0. He's gonna have a pretty good seeding into the second phase of the BlizzCon Community Qualifier for Philippines here. We have a few pretty surprising finishes here. It's me Stan with 1 free buy, means it's also 4 points, and Genji is 3-2. Sandman is actually now currently known as the Gatekeeper. He's effectively guarding the 8th spot away from any potential thief in the vicinity, and the few players who are right now in this area include that of Motaka, top 1 number 1, Winning Moon, which is at position rank number 11 right now. He's 3-1. He cannot afford one more loss, so he's gonna have to drop here. And effectively also looking at Stas. Stas is at 3-1 as well. They're all very close. They all stand a slight slim chance of going in to the top 8. And effectively we also have yeah, quite a few players here at 3-1 as well. Let me just find that. YAJ, Beefsteak, which we just streamed a little earlier. Havatite there, also 3-1. Jago, 3-1. And of which we have pretty interesting names in this list here. We also have Zkill. Zkill is currently at 2-2. Zkill, unfortunately, will have to drop out of this community qualifier here for BlizzCon. He can still get top 16 in ladder. It's not hard, right? So that's it. We also have, let's see, Maktung, 2-2. Slim chance there of getting in. Dementi, 2-2 also. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for him. And who else is also 2-2? A lot of hot favorites actually kind of not doing so well so far in this tournament.
Lots of upsets today.
Lots of upsets. In fact, the biggest one of all would be Stas and Winning Moon. Stas was such a dominating force back in June. I think he won Battlestone quite a fair bit, and then he also won some of the other tournament, SMM Philippines as well. So that's a huge stuff that he just won there. And for Winning Moon, you know, the one official C representative at IEM Shenzhen, he also won, I think, the Battlestone grand thing, the grand final, the whole thing. He is the champion of it all. Snagging himself some good money as well. And also he, what are some of his other notable achievements? Yeah, I think that's about it for Winning Moon. He effectively dominated a lot of ESL, if I'm not wrong.
He's also won a lot of like local stuff.
The Imperium,
Yep, that's right.
Hearthstone Lake Challenge kind of thing. Yeah, so that's pretty good stuff for Winning Moon. Winning Moon, of course, is from Imperium Pro Team, and that's the team he's a part of as well. And he's now rank 11, so I am hoping he doesn't lose any more than this. If he does, he is not gonna have a chance at this BlizzCon thing that he's been wanting for a pretty long time. So that's it. We're gonna be back with the next round in just about a few minutes. I'm lying. We're gonna be back in just about 30+ minutes. So do take a break and enjoy yourself. After next round, I think at about 6 PM sharp, we should be going into second phase, single elimination BO5, and that would be the top 8 of this Swiss round, phase 1. That's it. This is Babael. Joining me today is Katips. Code's gonna be dropped in the chat a little later, and hope you guys enjoy this cast as well as stream. This tournament is brought to you by HearthstoneSEA, so do give them a like on the Facebook page as well. See you guys in a short while.